What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we are here taking a look at the new 2024 Grand Design Transcend. The exterior sidewall's got to change, and there are a couple other changes to talk about as well. So let's go take a look at all of them. Welcome back to another video, y'all. This is the 2024 Grand Design Transcend 297 QB. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen of this floor plan. Want to really highlight the unloaded vehicle weight, gross vehicle weight rating, and the hitch weight of this RV, as we will come back to that here in a little bit when we talk about towing. But first of all, in these videos, when these 2024 models start to roll out, especially when I can get side by side with a 2023 model, I like to also go through all the changes that we can identify, as well as, highlighting this specific floor plan we're going to take a look at and what it has to offer for your camping experience. But since we have these two side by side, while we have the opportunity to do that, we're going to take a look at all the changes that we can see and then go through the floor plan here on this Transcend. So right away, first thing we notice is they went to a lot more white on the exterior wall of this travel trailer. You can see here on the 2023, they have a lot of black and gray down the side of the travel trailer. It went to a much more white color here. So I actually like this change. I think this makes it look a lot more modern for this travel trailer. And you can see here on these 2023s, the difference in color there on the sidewall. So obviously we always want to know your thoughts and comments on what you think. So let us know what you think about the change to the exterior on this travel trailer. But those are not all the changes. We're going to get into more as well. But before we do that, I want to talk about towing this travel trailer. This is something that I've been talking about a lot more often recently, because it's a question I've been getting a lot more often. And with this travel trailer here, we're going to go look at the exact specs real quick, and then I'm going to let you know why you may or may not want to tow a travel trailer like this with a half-ton truck. And I apologize, it is rather windy today, so hopefully that doesn't affect the audio on this video too much. But right away we can see the unloaded vehicle weight is 7,576 pounds here. You have a fully loaded vehicle weight rating of 8,995 pounds. So let's just call it 9,000 pounds. So 7,600 pounds and 9,000 pounds. Those are going to be your two weights. Now your hitch weight on your RV is typically what is most important. That's usually about 10% on a travel trailer of what the weight of the trailer is. So if it's 9,000 pounds fully loaded, I like to round up a little bit too, just to be safe. It's good to say you're probably going to have about a 950 to 1,000 pound hitch weight here. And I'm just going to explain what that means real quick. That is going to be the weight that is sitting on this point right here. So when you lift that tongue jack up, that is going to be all the weight that is transferred onto the bumper of your truck. Now let's talk about how that is related to your truck's specs and understanding whether or not this is a trailer that you should tow with your truck. That number there, that hitch weight rating, is going to be directly correlated or related to your cargo capacity or payload capacity on the truck. So on this Tundra here specifically, it has about a 1,200 pound cargo capacity, and the higher trim levels the trucks, usually the lower the cargo capacity is. So because this has a TRD off-road package, things like the running boards and the 20-inch wheels versus like an 18-inch wheel, all these different things, the panoramic sunroof that's on there, all these things that add weight, they are going to decrease the cargo capacity, which is going to limit your towing. Even things like four-wheel drive actually decrease your cargo capacity because that increases the weight of the vehicle. So a lot of times your highest cargo capacity trucks are going to be like your lowest trim two-wheel drive trucks. Now, that being said, let's talk about how this relates to this specific truck here. So this Transcend, let's say you put, let's say you put 800 pounds worth of cargo in here inside the trailer. That's probably a good average number. You're going to be right at about 8,400 pounds. So let's say you have 900 pounds on the hitch weight here. That's going to give me about 300 pounds of extra cargo for this truck. So if my wife and I want to go on a trip with this travel trailer, our weights alone are going to get us very, very close to the max cargo capacity of the truck, because the occupants in the vehicle also are included in the cargo capacity of the vehicle, plus anything that you put in the truck. So if we wanted to put our generator in the bed of the truck that's like 200, 300 pounds, already we have exceeded the cargo capacity of this truck, just in adding a couple things in there, including ourselves. So that is how you have to look at the relationship between the specs of your truck and the trailer when it comes to towing. Although this truck has a 10 to 11,000 pound max towing capacity that should easily be able to tow a trailer like this, it's that cargo capacity that you have to look at that is directly related to the hitch weight up there. So I hope that explains some things a little more clearly. I know I get a lot of questions about this, so just trying to give that extra information there. Now let's go through this trailer and take a look at what Transcend has to offer. So again, this is an aluminum sided RV and it has wooden framing. So that makes this like an entry-level travel trailer, although this is a large entry-level travel trailer. You can see the wood framing through there as well. And then this is where we see the second change that they made in the flooring colors there. So look at the color of the floor right here. It looks pretty neutral and is a light color. And then look here. This floor they had in the 2023 looks a lot more kind of textured and has more accents in the color. So they made this a much more muted kind of color here to make it look a little bit more, or less aggressive, I guess would be the best way to put it. So another thing, as we go through all these updates, I want to know your thoughts, what you think. Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be your second change that we see there. That's your pass-through storage compartment. 2 propane bottles up front here. It does have a power tongue jack there as well. Another thing we're seeing on all of the new 2024s is they have this different propane tank cover. You can see here on the 2023s what they used to look like here. Definitely has a lot better look, in my opinion, on these propane covers there. And it looks like these are giving you just a little bit different access points to open these up to get to your propane bottles. As we go down this side, you do have a flag pull mount here. So if you want to put your American flag there, you're able to do that. Or maybe you want to put your Texas state flag, since we are here in Texas, you can put that flag there. Or maybe you're repping your team. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Going to be real interesting this year to see how that goes. But can put your flag there if you want to put your flag there. And as we come down underneath, you have manual stabilizers. And the more I have been thinking about this and actually using manual stabilizers on these trailers, I'm actually starting to prefer the manual stabilizers. And I'm gonna tell you why real quick. One, they're not going to have that possibility of failing the same way an electric stabilizer will. Anytime you're dealing with electric components, there's always the possibility that it can fail. You don't have that same possibility with these manual stabilizers. And when you get a drill and connect a drill to right here and shoot these down with the drill, you literally can extend these all the way down in about 2 to 3 seconds. It's very, very quick, very easy, and it's actually a lot quicker than electric stabilizers. So that is something I'm starting to prefer these, and really not seeing them as much of a downfall as I used to, especially after using them with a drill and just seeing how quick that process actually is. So don't let that deter you away from a travel trailer. If you see manual stabilizers, just keep a drill in your trailer. It'll make your life very, very easy. The only thing you need to know is those do not level the RV. So if you are wanting to level your RV, to level it, to level it this way, you're gonna use your tongue jack up here. But to level it this way, you have to put blocks underneath the tires. So that is how you're gonna level the RV. Next change we see is you get a big glass entry door. So we're seeing this on a lot of 2024 models. Grand Design adding their touch with the Grand Design logo there. And that's a really nice look on this white and black exterior color. I like the look of that a lot. Curious what y'all think about all these black glass entry doors that we're seeing. And then as we go along this way, you're gonna have your tires down underneath here, standard leaf spring suspension. All of this stuff is the same as what we saw on the 2023 models there. Underneath, you have a fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above the enclosed underbelly. So whenever you have your furnace on, that is going to keep your water tanks and water lines from freezing. Nothing new there, just pointing that out. Magnet latch to hold this door open to get to your outdoor kitchen. And then as we open this up, we are seeing a change here, but I'm not gonna get into what it is exactly until we get inside, because it is something that we will also see on the inside. So you have a 2-burner cooktop here. some storage space, outlets there, and you have a refrigerator here as well. There is more exterior storage, but I'm gonna show you that after we take a look at the inside. And as we go inside, I'm actually gonna have to bounce back and forth from this trailer to the 2023 to show you some of these other changes. But again, this is a 297 QB, and let's go take a look. So as we open the door here, want to point out as well, your steps do not make contact with the ground, so they will shake the trailer a little bit. You can upgrade these to like a MORryde solid step or a Lippert solid step if that's something that you want. You can get that, but it does not come standard with that. Have a grab handle as you walk in, and right away, I love that you have these shelves right here. Great place to put shoes if you want to. You can see that flooring color here again. I'm kind of getting real good detail with the sunlight coming in there as well. And then you have two drawers that pull out here. I really like these places to put things like plasticware. Maybe you want to put some plastic cups in this area, some paper plates, things that you can reach and grab without having to go all the way inside of the RV, so you don't have to take your shoes off if they're muddy or dusty or anything like that. And then as we come inside here, the next change we see is the cabinets. Now this is something where I have to go back and forth between this model and the old model, because even myself, who looks at these travel trailers almost every day of the week, I didn't right away recognize that there was a change. I was like suspicious, like did they change the cabinet? But I couldn't really tell right offhand. And then I walked into the other one and I was like, oh yeah, they did. So want to point out the color that we're seeing here and the handle on this. And then I'm gonna actually cut this so we can jump right into the other trailer and show you the difference. So now we are here in the 2023 Transcend, and you can see they were doing these glass door cabinets, and then they had more of this kind of like charcoal stainless steel color. It's kind of hard to describe exactly what color this may be. If you're an interior designer or anything like that, know exactly what this type of color is, let me know in the comments below. And then it was a darker brown on the cabinet color there. So again, here's your look at the 2023 cabinets in the Transcend, as well as things like your drawers underneath here. This is not the exact same floor plan model, but it's the same across all their different floor plans. So you can see those different cabinets and handles that they have on there. And then let's jump back to the 2024. Back here inside the 2024, you can see that difference in the cabinets and drawers. I really like this change. It is a subtle change, but a very noticeable change. And this makes me really like the Transcend a lot more than I did for 2023, because I did feel like in 2023, it was too dark of a brown color on the cabinets and really was not something that, in all of the different options in an aluminum sided RV, it wasn't something that I was excited about. So this makes me much more excited about it. You're also getting a different slide out fascia here as well. So this looks really nice, is how they did that design there, that change in color, also giving you that pop there. Also, like in the Transcend, they give you a skylight in the living area, so letting more natural light during the day come into this space. And as we look through this floor plan, I want to let you know real quick, we are here at McClains RV Superstores at their Fort Worth location today to take a look at this 2024. McClains has 5 different locations, 4 in Texas, 1 in Oklahoma. We handpicked McClains to work with because we believe they will give you one of the best RV buying and ownership experiences that you could possibly get in America. That's why we're here. So if you are interested in this RV, you can text us at the number on the screen. We are here to help. They have some great benefits to being a McClains RV customer. One thing is they have a campground on site at most of their locations. I know here at their Fort Worth location, they have like 10 or 12 campsite hookups where you can actually use your RV before you take it home. They have that at a lot of their other locations as well, so that's a huge benefit. Plus, they are a priority RV network dealer. That means if you are in the middle of a trip and you're far away from home and something goes wrong with your RV that's critical, something like an AC going out, water heater not working, refrigerator stops working, anything like that, there's about 140 different dealerships that they are connected with through their priority RV network connection that will get you in the front of the line at their service department if you are in the middle of a trip and have an emergency. So that is another big benefit. A lot of people do not understand when you get an RV, sometimes you can wait up to 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks with your RV being in service before it's even looked at, which does not serve you well if you're in the middle of a trip and need something looked at right away. That priority RV network will make sure that you get your RV looked at if you have an emergency. So these are all benefits of being a McClains customer. These don't come in at additional cost. So that is something to keep in mind as well. So we're here to help. Text us on the screen if you are interested in this RV or if you're just ready to start shopping for your next RV. Now, the next thing I want to talk about real quick, and you know what? I just completely blanked. There was another important point that I wanted to make. I'm sure it will come back to me, and when it does, I will let you know. But we're going to go through this floor plan layout and take a look at the floor plan layout. So we looked at this storage here. You do have tabletop space there as well with an outlet. Dinette table here, and it does have legs to it, so you can detach these legs. They come out very easily, and put this table down along this part right here. That is going to make this into a bed. Take these cushions here, put it on top of the table. You have another bed here. They do have a new table design for the 2024 Transcend as well. So this is a new look that we're seeing here. That looks really nice. I feel like that has a nice modern look to it as well. And then in this model, they have a pull-out sofa here. So this can make into another additional bed. This is going to give you a crazy sleeping capacity in this travel trailer. I mean, just insane. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But I believe you can also get recliners in this model. I'm pretty certain I've seen it with recliners, and they almost always have that option. So should be able to get recliners there too if you want it. And then across from here, you're going to have your TV up in this space, and then you have storage on both sides of the TV. This is going to be your audio controls here. And then as we come to this side, space through here as well for more storage. And then next to this is going to be where your pantry is at. So you'll have your pantry space down through here. And that is actually a lot of pantry storage for a travel trailer like this. So quite a bit of pantry storage. And I wanted to show this as well because I feel like in today's day and age, a lot of people are curious about this. But in this model out in the living room, there is no place that you can put something like a game console. You can see with this PS5 here, it does not fit in this space. I mean, it could technically sit there, but it's really not in a secure spot. It does not fit in these areas here. So the only way if you wanted to like hook up a game console or something this size, it would have to go on the dinette table. So if that's something that you bring with you camping, that's something to keep in mind as well. And then we're actually going to pick this up and show you where you can put it, which would be in the bunk room. You can lay this flat in this space here. Now this is a place that it could fit where you could keep it out of the way, and you do have TV connections right here. So you could put it there if you wanted to have a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it may be, set up in the bunk room area, which is going to bring us back to this bunk room, which is really, really impressive, especially when you combined it with the sleeping in the living room as well. You have a massive bed here, and this bed is about 6'3", 6'4" in length. It is plenty long enough for two grown size adults. So if you're looking for a second bedroom type of option, this is a great option here. Or if you have like 3, 4, 5 kids, whatever it may be, you have lots of sleeping space. This spot from here to here, I believe this trailer is 96 inches wide. So that should be right around 96 inches in length there on that bed across the top. Absolutely huge sleeping space. You have outlets and USB ports plus USB Type-C port there for charging. So love that you get that faster charging access, tabletop space there, and then plenty of storage. We already looked at these spaces here, go all the way back, plenty of room through there, and then you have 4 pull-out drawers. Don't go too terribly far back, but you have those there. Mattresses here are more firm than I felt on others, which I appreciate. I feel like too soft of a mattress in a bunk like this doesn't work well because it's so thin that it just feels like you're laying on a board. So I do appreciate that it's a little bit more firm. And then you're going to have 2 drawers here that pull out through this space there. You have hooks here to hang things on the wall. Again, spot for a TV on the wall as well, and outlet here. As we look up, you have puck lights in here, and these have a much more cool white tone versus, or light tone, or I guess either way would have worked. A cool white tone to the color versus a warm tone to the color. So I like the way these look in here as well. You do have a vent fan in here also, so you can vent out some air, and look at all the windows. You have 1, 2, 3 windows in here, so it can get a good cross breeze going through this space as well, especially if you keep this door open. And then this door does close to give you privacy in that space when needed. Thermostat controls right here on the wall for your AC that is here in the living room, and then you will have another AC in the bedroom as well. So 2 ACs in this model. Close that door there. So already we looked at this bunk space in the back, and we can count up at least 1, 2, let's say 3 and 4 sleeping here in this area. Then you pull out this bed, you can sleep 2 people on this bed, so 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. I say 8 because I have seen my stepsister and brother-in-law share a dinette bed before. I know 2 adults can do it. So let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the bedroom for the sleeping capacity in this travel trailer. As we move down this way, you're going to have a Furrion refrigerator. This is going to be a 12-volt refrigerator. There is a 165-watt solar panel on the roof to keep up with your battery system, which is your 12-volt system there to keep your refrigerator running, as well as things like your lights, slide-outs, and awnings. You have a standard size Furrion microwave, standard RV size Furrion microwave, and you know what? This is a convection oven air fryer combo. So this actually, it bakes, air fries, convection oven. Wow, this does it all. So that's going to remove your oven from underneath here. This is something I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of in 2024 actually. No oven, giving you a lot more storage here, and then everything your oven could do and more from your microwave. So this is kind of new technology we're starting to see where they're just converting these microwaves to be an air fryer and a convection oven. Not a huge space in there, but plenty enough to get the job done in a camping trip, and that gives you so much more storage down underneath here. So let me know your thoughts on that, because I know there's a lot of people that really insist on needing that oven. So let me know your thoughts. Here in the kitchen area, really nice symmetrical look with where your sink is at. Good amount of storage going around here, nice deep shelves back through that space, and then this will open up, be a open space down underneath here, and more shelves on this area. 2 pull-out drawers, nice big drawers at that, and then a shelf here to put things like spices and whatnot, or to put sponges, towels, whatever it may be. Stainless steel sink, black faucet. Here's some of your features for the Transcend here. Not a whole lot new that I'm seeing, but you can see like there's a 62-gallon freshwater capacity. They talk about having a quad seal here on this Transcend, and you can see the R ratings for the insulation there. I don't really talk about these much because these insulation ratings are always inflated, and I honestly don't even know what these numbers mean. I don't really care to know what these numbers mean. All these trailers are pretty much constructed the same way or very, very similarly, and they're all going to act the same way. When it's hot outside, it's just going to be hot, and it's not always going to be easy to cool down a travel trailer RV. I mean, we're in Texas, it's 100 degrees outside. I can't even get some of the bedrooms in my house under 80 degrees during the day, so I don't have that expectation out of an RV. But if that's something you're really into, that's where these values are here. And then you can see some of the other things as well that are on this graphic there. I've been kind of going through them as we go, but if there's something there, you can pause the video and take a look at that. Storage up above here. Got storage there, another shelf here as well. And then through here. Outlets in the kitchen. You have an outlet here, outlet there on that wall, and then in this space, no outlet over here. You do have a vent fan, so you will be able to vent your smells out of here when you're using the cooktop, but no outlet in that area. Come down underneath here, there is storage underneath the fridge. And another thing that's interesting, there's only one light, which is going to be the light from the microwave, which is not a very aggressive light in this space. It would have been nice to have like a puck light in this area here, but there is none. So just something to note there. Maybe something a little different I would have liked to see. Storage underneath your dinette table. You do have storage on both sides here underneath there. That one actually is cut in half, I think, because of the, I don't know what it might be on the other side of that wall. Oh, this one is too. So something outside or some kind of, I don't know what it might be. Yeah, okay, furnace ducting on this side. So you can see the furnace ducting going there. I always talk about this or I try to. If you do not have floor vents in the RV, a lot of people really like that. You have vents that come out of things like cabinetry and dinette tables and whatnot. That is great for not having the floor vent, but it does reduce some of your storage there. So something to keep in mind. Again, you have your shelves here, so you'll have those shelves. And then let's get back to the bathroom and bedroom space. So nice big hallway, hooks here to hang up some jackets as you walk inside. And then you're going to have a rectangular shower here in the bathroom. Towel rod already installed. Have a standard vent fan in here, medicine cabinet, some shelves there next to the medicine cabinet. So plenty of storage here. You have a plastic sink, black faucet there, and then more storage underneath. It's actually a good amount of bathroom storage for a travel trailer. One of the things you'll see when you go up to like a higher price point in travel trailers, like the Grand Design Imagine, for instance, they start installing things like shelves or cabinets here on this wall as well. So that's a difference you'll see in some of those more expensive travel trailers. Here in your shower, it's a plastic 2-piece shower. Like that they use a black appliances here in the shower, or I always say appliances, black fixtures. That's the proper word to say. People always tell me that's not an appliance, but glad I was able to correct myself there before y'all did. Height right here is probably going to be about 6 foot, maybe 5'11", so not too terribly tall, and then you probably have about 6'4" or so in the skylight. This is going to be mounted pretty low. You can see this is at, gosh, the camera's at my eye level right now, so you can see this is mounted pretty low. Definitely going to have to duck under the shower head to get underneath it. You have this plastic feeling shower curtain there. They use that because that's a lightweight shower curtain that doesn't really cause too many issues or problems, and pretty reliable and dependable. It's not something like glass that can potentially break towing down the road, so pretty common to see that. Sliding pocket door for your bathroom, and then going into your bedroom, you're going to have a queen size bed in here. This should be a 60 by 80 queen size bed, so that'd make it a residential size. You have a nice looking pillowy headboard there as well. There's a bit of a slant to this wall here, so not really going to be able to sit up straight against that wall, unfortunately, but that's something we don't really see in travel trailers, so that's pretty common across the board. Big storage up here. You have your second AC in here as well. So you're going to have a lot of cooling power in this travel trailer. Definitely need that here in Texas. And then because these have shelves in them, you have 3 shelves. And personally, I would have liked to see the option to have like removable shelves and a clothing rod across the top, just so you could have the best of both worlds. But they do just give you the shelves there. You have what will be like a full body mirror there as well, and drawers that pull out. But since there's no clothing rod in there, what they do is they give you all of your hanging wardrobe storage in this space here. So you're gonna have the clothing rod in this closet, and then you have an open shelf down underneath here and 2 more drawers that will pull out here as well. So that's gonna be all of your bedroom storage. Outlets and USB ports are right in this area here. Same thing, you have the USB Type-C port on there for faster phone charging, so really appreciate that. And then underneath the bed, strut assisted storage. You don't see that in all entry-level travel trailers, so nice how this will stay up on its own. Big deep storage space in there, and it is nicely framed out. One of the better looking, underneath storage compartments on a bed that you'll see in an entry-level travel trailer. Sometimes that can look pretty lackluster in some of the other brands that I've seen. Windows on both sides of this bedroom, and a huge sliding pocket door here for your privacy. So that is everything on the inside. As we walk by here, this light should turn on. Yep, motion activated light, so you can leave that on at all times. That way, if you walk out into the hallway in the middle of the night, need to go to the bathroom, need to step in or out of the travel trailer, that light will turn on automatically. Also have your controls here for everything in the RV. And with the slide out closed, you're actually going to be able to access everything. This slide out here, when it comes in all the way, let's just go ahead. Let's put it in and see where it's at. Okay, you can see here, with this slide out all the way in, you can get all the way back to the bunk room. You can open your refrigerator. You can get to everything with your slides closed. You can even sit at the dinette table with your slide closed. So it's a very practical, usable RV with the slide closed. You can get back to the bunk room, use everything in the bunk room, and bathroom and bedroom are fully accessible. So really like that in this travel trailer. Now let's get this slide back out, and then let's go take a look at the rest of the outside real quick. Okay, I ran into something that I really am hesitant to show on camera, but when I think about the kind of person that I want to be and what I want this channel to be, it comes down to one of 2 things. Do I want to be more of a consumer advocate, or do I want to be like a representative for these travel trailer, fifth wheel RV brands out there? And I much more so want to be an advocate for y'all and just what I'm seeing. And this is something I feel like is worth pointing out, because this would be concerning for me if I was going to purchase an RV, and I would want, at least some sort of answer to, for sure. Check this out when I push the slide back out, and the same thing happened when I push the slide in. It starts slanting down pretty hard. And that front lip of the slide out is actually dragging across the floor. Now, it made it safely, but gosh, I'm like, why? Why did that have to happen? Why did it have to take such an aggressive slant as it was going in and out? That I really did not like. And man, that's just such a bummer. I feel like it's worth pointing out, because I could already see somebody purchasing this travel trailer, moving that slide out for the first time when they get to their campground and being like, what the heck was that? So Want to point that out. That is something that I just came across that was a little troublesome that I feel like should be noted. So something that, I don't know, just wasn't too encouraging to see or hear, especially because that was a loud screeching sound. So aside from that, let me know what your thoughts are on the interior of this travel trailer. Definitely let me know your thoughts on the changes. I know they're somewhat subtle, but definitely want to hear your thoughts, and then what you think about the floor plan layout overall. As we come outside, I told you there was more exterior storage that we were going to take a look at, so we're going to get to that. You have an LED light bar here. There is no LED lights in the awning, but this awning is a nice long awning, covers about 2/3 of the length of the travel trailer. And then as we come to the back here, you do have a bumper that you could store your sewer hose in, spare tire off the rear bumper, and then a nice big storage compartment underneath that bed here in the back area of the travel trailer. Power cord is in there, your 50 amp power cord. You have prep to add a backup camera, ladder to get up onto the roof, so you have a fully walkable roof. 50 amp plug right here on the back corner of the travel trailer. I like the location of where that plug is at, so if your plugs at your campsite or on the back end of your site, you'll be able to easily reach that plug. 2 ACs on the roof, 165 watt solar panel on the roof as well. And you now have a tankless on-demand water heater. So this is also new for 2024. 2023s did not have a tankless water heater, but this is something we're seeing pretty much standard across the board for 2024, a tankless on-demand water heater. So you'll have that there as well. Storage space down through here, water connection, satellite TV hookups, outlet there as well, battery disconnect switch so you can kill all the power to your battery. You have your 25 amp solar charge controller here, and then motion activated light through this space as well, which who knows why it's not turning on. There's probably a switch that I have to switch somewhere for that to actually stay on and come on, but that is a motion activated light there as well. That brings us back up to the front. Let me know what you think about this travel trailer. We're gonna get around the truck here and definitely want to hear your thoughts. Again, we are here at McClains RV Superstores in Fort Worth, Texas today. And if you are interested in this RV, you can text us at the number on the screen. We are here to help. We would love to help. If you like this video and appreciate our reviews, make sure to hit the like button and then also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are going to be getting a lot of videos in the upcoming months of all the new 2024 models, all the different changes. We're at a great time where we get to see 2023s and 2024s side by side so we can really distinguish those differences. And there's a lot of exciting events coming up in the RV industry here in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So stay tuned for all that, subscribe for all that. That's all I got for y'all. We're here to help when you're ready. And until next time, live firmly unbound.